Hello, Jordan Cower here with LongRangeOnly.com. Today we're going to be doing a video review of the ZEISS V4 rifle scope. This particular model is their 6-24 power, and it has their ZMOA T20 reticle in it. It's one of the newer reticle options. We'll go over that a little more later. The scope comes in at 14.5 inches long. It's 24.4 ounces is their advertised weight. You have 60 MOA of windage travel and 80 MOA of elevation travel. With this base and stuff on here, and after I zero my gun, I have 68 MOA left in this elevation to dial. Plenty of room for hunting. We'll kind of start on this end of the scope. Here's your magnification ring. This was a little stiff when I first got it. With a little use, it loosened right up. I hunted in some sub-freezing temperatures, and a lot of your scopes will kind of lock up when it gets that cold. I had no issues with it then. It has a capped windage turret, exposed elevation turret, and then on this other side, I'll show you later, it has a parallax and illumination all in one. It has very audible turrets, nice solid feel to them, very defined zero stop in there. As far as tracking goes with this scope, I got this rifle from Jeff, and he already had a load worked up for those 220 cutting edge bullets. I kind of had a limited supply of bullets, so I wasn't able to do much of a tracking test for it. He gave me all of his data. I loaded it up, zeroed this gun, typed all the info into my SIG 2400, and engaged targets from 800, 1,000, and 1,200 yards, and the dials and everything lined up perfect. The original scope I had one of their older reticles in it, and he swapped me out for this newer V4 with this newer reticle in it, and kind of the same process. Went to the range, zeroed it, checked it at those known distances, and everything lined up perfect. As far as holding zero, it's not the most conventional test, but I left this rifle sitting on my counter for a couple weeks, and every day before work I'd just dial this turret. Sometimes I'd leave it there for a day or two and then just go back and forth. That's the best way I could think of getting a bunch of turret travel in it. Took it back to the range. It still held zero. All right, I went ahead and pulled this off the rifle scope so get a better look at the turrets, kind of how everything works. Here's a better look at the parallax and the illumination knob. And if you find a power setting you like, in between each power setting it's an off position, so you don't have to turn it all the way back. Give you a look at this. So this scope is obviously made to hold wind with the reticle. It has a great reticle for that. As far as your windage turret, there's not much to it. Their goal was to try and keep it sleek and compact. And to reset that, you just pull out once you get it set. It's not marked or anything. Your elevation turret, hopefully you can hear that, but I mean, it's very audible turret. Nice solid zero stop on it. So the zero stop in this is super simple to use. Let's go ahead and pull that off there. I already loosened it up, and I need to get this off of there. Loosen that. So this is your zero stop, what stops your scope. Go ahead and pull that off of there. So when you're zeroing the gun, you just use a coin slot or something to dial your scope in. And once you have your zero set, you put this cap back on. You have that little indent right here. You just screw it over to where it's tight, and you set it. And then that's how you get your solid zero stop. Super quick and easy setup. Other when you pull your turret off, you don't have any indications. You just have to count your clicks. And go ahead and put that back on here. Tighten it up. You're good to go. Another nice thing, this turret is marked to 20 MOA. And then you have your 40 and your 60 if you go revolutions above that. I really like the 20 MOA feature. It's a nice number to add on top of. Makes dialing farther than 20 MOA pretty simple and easy. All right, here's a better look at the reticle. You can see it's marked for every 2 minutes of angle with 1 minute of angle subtensions in between there. This is a second focal plane reticle, and it's calibrated at 24 power, so you have to be on max power for that to be calibrated correctly. I do kind of like that. There's been some scopes that it's set in the middle. You got to make sure you're right at this. You just grab it, crank it all the way to 24. The subtensions are right where they need to be. Talk about glass real quick. I'm not really a glass snob. I think this scope's right on par for the price point. I had no complaints on the glass. It was super clear glass. The reticle's very usable reticle. It's not too thick, not too thin. I think the sizing on it is just perfect for your fine shooting. All right, yeah, if you're looking for a lighter weight hunting scope, I think this is a great option. If you're a guy that likes to dial windage, I would take a look at the V6 series, but this is my ideal hunting scope. I like to dial for elevation and use the reticle to hold windage, so I do like scopes with capped windage and exposed elevation. This is like a perfect hunting scope for how I like to hunt. The ZMOA reticle makes it really easy for wind holds. All the hash marks are marked, so there's no counting over. You just go to the number you need and hold. I packed this rifle over 20 days hunting this year. There's a lot of miles strapped to my backpack, a lot of bumpy razor rides, and it was a solid scope. If you guys have any other questions on the scope or the features, you can find me on the forums, longrangeonly.com. If you like the video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook and Instagram to stay up to date on our latest reviews. Thank you for watching.